Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're having Venusaur upon the lead, at the back the Shadow Drapion, and of course as our closer we're gonna keep the Galarian Stunfisk. Stunfisk, I really like this Pokemon as my closing one because it has access to Earthquake to nuke down unsuspected opponents, while Rock Slide is gonna give us coverage against the Flyers, so you can see as to how this Pokemon can be utilized as a closer, and of course you can have it as a complete generalist on the ending part of any battle. At the back, the Shadow Drapion is gonna do tremendous amount of work on the safe switch scenario. You know how much I love this Pokemon, and of course up on the lead that Venusaur is gonna be pretty crucial against most battles. Against that Diggersby though, we can still survive that Fire Punch, while Earthquake will do more damage even though it's not super effective. Keeping in mind that, I will try to block the second one because I want to pressure a lot so that I have a double Frenzy Plant almost ready to go and bring that Diggersby at a point that I can finish it off with the Earthquake. Here comes now my Frenzy Plant to take that final shield out of the way. And because of that, I'm not gonna seal the next move, just gonna let it go through. We got a shield, they have none, and we got a little bit of lag over there, which is a bummer. So hopefully we can block here that Earthquake, waiting for that final Pokemon to return into the battle, which we already knew they had the Ninetales, and now we can pressure even more for that Rock Slide and the finish off against the A9. At the back now they return with a Diggersby, so this is a race to the Earthquake. We can finish it off right on time, and Diggersby is out of the way, granting us the first victory of this video. Medicham in the next one, and we have to stay in because our backline will struggle a little bit against Medi, and we do not like that at all. So I'm pretty glad when I encounter a Medicham with Venusaur because it gives me full coverage for my end game with my backline. So we're just gonna stay in here, try to block the potential Psychic, and then try to catch it on the Drapion. Both of those times we were unsuccessful because first they threw the Ice Punch and then they bank that energy for the end game, and now we are met with a double on the switch. You know what, we can still win this one because we're even spammier than a double with a double kick and body slam, because Crunch is imminent, able to finish off that double, and now they return with the Medi. At this point I'm pretty sure they are kinda energy dry, so I can go in with my Stunfisk and try to completely farm down that energy. I know they do not have a weird move like Dynamic Punch, so I'm just gonna let it go through. At the back they have the Noctowl, and we have read their team correctly, so here with energy our Stunfisk will go to town against the Flyer, and in any normal circumstances we could be on a very bad spot. I will let it go through because I know that even a Shadow Ball will not be enough to finish us off. They know that as well, so they get to the Sky Attack. However, now they cannot farm down right on time, which means that I can easily reach to another Rock Slide. I will let it go through though because I have a feeling that I have more than a Sludge Bomb ready to go, and because of that I do not want to risk it to go for the Sludge Bomb. Just gonna go with the less energy efficient move, the Frenzy Plant, and one more to secure that victory for this battle. Into the next one now, and we're having the Altaria upon the lead. Horrible lead scenario, we have to get out of there as soon as possible. It is gonna be our Shadow Drapion as our safe switch, so we're gonna meet that Registeel. Registeel is pretty tricky because even if we land those debuffs, they can still one-shot us down with a potential Zap Cannon or Focus Blast, and we do not like that at all. So shielding at least once here might be the absolute key that we need in order to finish them off. I will try to go for another Crunch at this point. Let's see how they react, because I have a feeling that Aqua Tail will not be enough, and the triple Crunch will not secure any debuff at all, which means now that I have a lot of pressure with those back-to-back charge attacks, and now my Aqua Tail can come in pretty handy. They decide to keep their shield, which is pretty fine by me. Now my Venusaur has absolutely avoided that matchup with Altaria, and they are kinda obliged in throwing. That's why I like Shadow Drapion so much much on the safe sweet spot, able to pressure so much even against its counters. So now we're gonna be able to go for the Frenzy Plant for big damage on the Sableye, while our Galarian Stunfisk will remain atop of the Altaria. So here right now comes in the Stunfisk, because I have a feeling that I can easily tank one move while overfarm a little bit before they reach to the next foul play, and now my Earthquake will be more than enough to finish off that Sableye. At this point I know that even if they throw a Moonblast we can survive, so I will take advantage of that, and my spamming Rock Slide in combination with the Mud Shots, meaning that we can go for the double move and of course finish off the Altaria right on time. Into the next one now with the Ninetales up on the lead. It remains to see what fast attack they run, and it is gonna be the Powder Snow, so immediately switch out to my Shadow Drapion right after, and they have a Scrafty. Oh my goodness, this is looking horrible. However, those back-to-back Aqua Tails might just do the trick up against them. The Power Up Punch can be taken with ease of course, and now another Aqua Tail is coming off. I know that at some point I have to throw my next one, so that's why I always overfarm just in case they want to shield a potential Sludge Bomb. This is not gonna happen of course, and yeah, here comes the final Aqua Tail, so now they spend the shield, and that's absolutely fine with me. However, they can still reach the move. It makes me think, can they reach to another foul play? Of course they cannot, so down they go in the process. However, now we got a Sludge Bomb ready to go, which is gonna connect for big damage on the Ninetales. At the back they have the G-Fisk, but our G-Fisk has the shield advantage, and this is looking horrible for them. I will try to call the bait here, but the last second I was like, let's shield, this might be whatever. You do not want to risk this battle, right? And it ends up being an Earthquake, so that was a very nice shield from our part. Almost lost it there, and now the Ninetales will go in, but to be honest, I can definitely survive anything here and still gonna be able to completely farm down with those Mud Shots. Yeah, Stunfisk is the ultimate closer slash generalist of Open Great League. Into the next one now with a weird lead against that Jellicent, and on the switch we are met up with a Bastiodon. You already know that our Pokemon can absolutely destroy down the Bastiodon, but guess what, we're gonna go for the Earthquake after the overfarm, and now we can farm even more because Bastiodon is such a beast that it can still survive a whole Earthquake, and yeah, absolutely amazing, absolutely impressive. I will try to pressure here for another Earthquake after they block, which was pretty fine by me, since now I can easily go in with my Venusaur, and they're trying to go for the complete farm down with those bubbles, which makes a lot of sense after sacrificing a shield. And now I have to take one move. It is gonna be the Surf, but right after I have a feeling that this is gonna be a Shadow Ball, so now I'm gonna use my block, and at the back they have that Granbull on its Shadow form. No need to go for that Sludge Bomb and the super effective damage, because we are already doing so much damage with our Frenzy Plant. Look at that, down goes the Granbull, and that's gonna secure another victory for our team. Venusaur against Venusaur, but they are Shadow. However, on the mirror match it doesn't matter, we're still gonna exchange the same amount of damage to each other because of that Shadow going both ways, both on offense and the defense. So right here we're gonna take their move and that's being just a Frenzy Plant, which gives me some time to think, and of course I want to catch on my own poison type Pokemon, which is gonna be the second one that I have on the team, the Shadow Drapion, and we're gonna do that successfully while we can bank that energy for the end game. And let's see what they have at the back, because they have a similar team to ours. Could they have something like a Drapion as well? Let's see together, because Frenzy Plant now is going in for big damage on that Stunfisk, and I have a feeling that this is gonna be just a Rock Slide. Weak connection pops up, but at this point I don't care at all, I can still survive, and of course now I will bring my Stunfisk into play. At the back they might hit something like a Bastiodon, so that's why they top left this battle. into the final one now, and I have left the final one to be the best one on the entire video, because we're having horrible lead, horrible switch against that Bastiodon, and now we have to start blocking, because I have a feeling that here we can pressure a lot with those back-to-back Aqua Tails. Look at how easy it is for the Drapion to bring to no HP even a whole Bastiodon, and of course this is gonna be our main key if we can successfully do that, to finish off the Basti and flip around that very bad lead that we had up against that Skarmory with our Venusaur. And another one after the shield. This is how spammy Shadow Drapion is. Down we go eventually, but now we have kinda the upper hand here. I'm pretty sure that we can tank one move while we can still let everything on our Stunfisk and the shield. So look at how easy it is for the Fisk to go in, completely farm down. At the back they have the triple steal with that Galarian Stunfisk, completely the sim, and of course now we stand on the higher ground, because we either need to call it or not. Yeah, we're just gonna block, which is a bad call to be honest, but still my Rock Slide will be able to take off that Galarian Stunfisk out of the way. However, they managed to catch on that Skarmory. The battle is definitely not over yet. Sky attack by them, and now I can easily go here for the next Rock Slide. If they can reach to the Brave Bird, things can get pretty messy super fast, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for that Rock Slide. Look at that, and we can reach to another one before they fire off. I think they were getting a little bit too greedy here. Now the Fisk returns into the battle, but to be honest, even if they hit us with the Earthquake, we still got the Venusaur, and we can safely farm them down. That is gonna wrap things up for today's video, and that is gonna be all for today. So farewell to you trainers, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all into the next one. Thank you for watching trainers, just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to support even more, well, joining as a member can always help with that matter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care trainers!